Watch us on YouTube. Listen on your favourite podcast platform. Or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Start with Chris, add a dash of sport, squeeze in some music, then shake, don't stir. And you've got the ultimate blend, LTID, with your host, Chris.
What the fuck? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Hello, I don't waste my afternoons, you know. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, good day, goodbye. Hello, how the devil are we all? Excuse me. Well, I hope. This is LTID TV, Leicester Till I Die, and we are now live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. You are most welcome. And for those of us who join us via our podcast on Catch Up, Leicester Till I Die, thank you for lending me your ears. I will hopefully not bend them too much. And of course, if you've got a smart speaker, don't forget again, at the end of the show, you can listen to it just by saying, I'm not going to say it because I've got one next to me, but play the podcast less for you. And you can find us on all our socials. There they go. Look at them all. We are all over the place. Just call me Marge because I'm spread so easily. You thought it was just the rumour. Good afternoon. How are we feeling about this? I wasn't actually going to do much about it. I wasn't going to sort of do a show or anything. But the more I think about it, the more it has started to piss me off. Look, Blue Fox, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. Do we even know what he would be saying? Who cares? It's not the fact that he was saying. It was his actions. He obviously, you could see, because I was doing the watch along and I saw it live. And he went, no. So you could, he was covering his mouth. That's what he was basically doing. So I don't think he wanted people to see that he was laughing. Mike, good afternoon, Mike. How are you? Welcome along, Scott. Hello there. Haaland was laughing on the bench a lot too. Fine. They're 3-0 up. He can afford to laugh. He's just got 2 more goals. I'd be bloody laughing. Doug, welcome along, sir. I thought you joined before, but I don't know. Welcome along. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Thank you so very, very much. It's just Jamie's personality, in my opinion. It's probably a little war of words. I mean, if it's a war of words, you're not, what you're laughing about. Good evening, Redface. How are you as well? Look, and thank you, like I say, Doug. Thank you very, very much. I apologise for calling you 39. Look, I've worked in a sales environment. I've been a manager with a manager above me, if you like. And if my manager gave me a bollocking, the last thing I would do is go and stand out there with my team and be laughing and joking. If they've just given a bollocking about how bad the sales were, I would not do that because she would walk out and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" And if I'd just given one of my team a bollocking for their sales performance and they were sat there within 2 minutes laughing and joking, they'd get another bollocking. That performance that we saw, first 20 minutes, was fucking awful. And don't get me wrong, we're up against possibly the Champions League winners this season. But it was still awful. We were 3-0 down in 20 minutes. Saints fans were joking online that, hey, our record might go today. And let's face it, it could have done. Look, there's no defence for him. There was a shithouse. Yes, he is. And when he's doing it to other teams, we love it. But he's just gone 3-0 down in 20 minutes and he thinks it's funny. I mean, I'm hoping that's why Dean Smith took it off. because he was fucking awful in that first half. Laughing, you thought you were that good, Jamie, did you? Because tell you what, because fucking Rebecca Vardy could have made more effort and put more onto that pitch than you did yesterday. You were fucking awful, and you've been awful all fucking season. New manager, same shit, Vardy. You should have quit a few years ago. Because if that is your attitude, we want you nowhere near this club. I really, really having it. I don't care, Mike. It's not even your team. You know, I'm sure if you were 3-0 down in 5 minutes to Man City and one of your players was stood there, I can't even think of a Manchester United player, and they were stood there laughing. I don't think you'd be actually being very nice about it, would you? You wouldn't be sat there going, oh yeah, you have a laugh and a joke. You've gone 3-0 down to our biggest rivals, and no, it doesn't matter. Catch yourself coming forward, Mike, for fuck's sake. His performance yesterday was absolutely awful. And it was a kick in the teeth to the fans that have paid good money to travel to Manchester, that were singing their heart out, that we were drowning out the Man City fans. And he is laughing and joking. A 3-0 down against the guy that's just scored against us. Yeah, it wouldn't be something I think if it was fucking Man United, would it, Mike? Or if it was Wales. Remember what you were like with Wales in the World Cup, mate. Don't have one rule for one for another. Jerry, no, I'm not taking it too seriously at all. This is not a critique of the match, because that would then be a match reaction, and we're actually doing that at 9:00 tomorrow. This is talking about a guy who obviously doesn't give a shit about the team anymore. How many people, when, tell you what, Chilwell, I can remember Chilwell getting absolutely blasted by fans that, he walked off when we played Chelsea and he was laughing and joking with some of the Chelsea players. He got absolutely roasted, and that was after the match. This was 2 minutes after they'd just gone 3-0 up. What the hell is he playing at? I mean, let's just see. She'll just see, Jamie, like I say, and when you think that I'm saying, 36, he should know better. He should know better. Facebook user, look at what the chat says. I'm not reviewing the match. I've just fucking said that. I'm doing the match review. It's tomorrow at 9. That's when we'll be looking at the positives. And if you'd watched before the watch along and the bit we did on the post match after the watch along, you'll know we were pleased with the second half performance. Does it say anywhere on there match review? No. It's about Jamie Vardy and his attitude. His attitude, which is fucking awful. National press are picking it up. It was there for everybody to see. Obviously, he got something to hide because he was trying to cover his mouth. If you're laughing on you don't do that, do you? You do that so that people can't see what you're doing. Unfortunately, he's not got the brains to do that. Obviously, him and Rebecca are very well suited. Whether he's the same player or not, I don't give a damn whether he how he plays. It's his attitude I'm on about. If he died on that pitch for those 45 minutes, then okay, maybe cut him a little slack. But he didn't. He was fucking awful. That is his heat map. Can you even see any heat from Jamie Vardy? 9 touches in 45 minutes. 9. I don't know why he was on the pitch, but look, he was picked, so I expect him to put a shift in. And his heat map, and I don't know how well you can see that, his heat map is everywhere. It's in defence, it's in our goal area, our 6-yard box. But he was running around like a fucking headless chicken because he had 9 touches in 45 minutes. you know, look, like I say, Mike, you're a Man United fan, so don't really give a damn what you say. Jerry, I expect him to put an effort in. Because look at his heat map. Half of his heat was in our goal area. I expect him to make an effort. 9 touches was a hell of a lot less than, I think it was the least of any player in that team. Do you know how many shots he had? There we go, none. Now, what I'm saying is, and yes, it is Manchester City. And yes, like I say, if you watched any of the other programmes, you'd know what I was saying, that it is Manchester City and 3-1 is not the end of the world. We did not get thrashed, and our goal difference was not actually affected that badly. So, what I'm saying is that if he has a performance like that, don't fucking laugh after the third goal goes in after 20 minutes. It's not a fucking laughing matter. You know, if he'd literally had decent touches, a decent game, scored a goal, and we'd still lost, and he'd come off, and he was laughing, fine. But at that time, when we've just conceded the third goal, I do not want to see my players laughing with opposition players. He's past it. He should not even be on the pitch anymore. I said that he should be being used as a super sub these days. He's not even that. If he was a proper sub, he'd bloody sink to the bottom of the ocean. He's that crap. But anyway, I'm not talking about whether he's good or whether he's bad or whatever at the moment. I'm on about the fact that he was laughing. That is what I'm bothered about. That is what I'm talking about. Not, well, he didn't have this touch, he didn't have that touch. I'm saying, laugh if you've put a shift in. He hasn't put a shift in at all. If he had, he wouldn't have come off at half time, would he? Oh, yeah, Jerry, so he's the biggest fucking club legend. What the fuck are you saying? So let's play him when he's 60, shall we? Let's wheel him out in his bath chair and put him in the centre of the pitch. Oh, it's Jamie Vardy. He's a fucking club legend. He can play till he's 100. Look at what you're saying, man. Look at what you're saying. I respect what you're saying, but Jesus Christ. I don't care. Let's dig Frank Worthington up, shall we, and stick him on the pitch, because he was a club legend. Yeah, let's put him on the pitch. He'd probably still get more touches. This is the ratings. Look, no different to everybody else. And I've put that there to show that there were worse players than him on that pitch. But I did not see any of them laughing with the opposition after the third goal went in. That's what we're talking about here. Did you see him cry? I didn't see him cry. Mike, I don't give a shit what you're saying. I really, really don't. You know, if I'm talking about Man United, then, you know, got an opinion. There we go, look. This is what the fans thought of him. They gave Iheanacho, who was on for the second 45 minutes, 6.39. He was he got the most votes of any Leicester player on the pitch. What bollocks. I'm not bothered, Mike, to be honest with you, because you come and go. You only speak to people when you want something. You don't reply to messages to yourself, so don't come on here telling me what to do and what to say. Vardy got 5.10, which was the second worst. And yet he thinks it's funny. He puts that sort of performance in and he thinks it's funny. He had 0.5% possession. Thomas had 1.3. Daka, he was only on for 5 minutes, he had 0.3. Iheanacho had the same as Vardy. And Iheanacho had 3 shots in the 45 minutes. Look, I'm angry, and I've shouted at some people, and I apologise for shouting at people, because as I say, I'm not talking about him as a person. If he walked in here now, I'd have his babies. I love the guy to bits, but I just think he's let a lot of people down with this. He's let a lot of people down. You'll have opinions, and I'm not saying I'm right. It just happens that this is my channel. I just think it's a smack in the face. You know, at the end, I might have accepted it because it was a better second half performance. I just think they're laughing when we've just conceded 3 in 20 minutes. I just don't think it's showing the fans or the club respect. And I really hope that's why he's taken off. And I really hope he doesn't start the next game. He's not good enough to start. And like I say, to me, if they said, do you want to donate £5 to have a statue built to him, I'd say here's a tenner. He is an amazing, amazing player. But it's just that. It's just that. And I can't say, like I say, I can't say enough. If he's going to do that, then at least come off having got a goal, having had an impact. Just don't laugh. It just looked bad. And I'm sorry, these players are absolutely on the, they're up there, aren't they? The people look at them. How much money did people pay? I used to travel every home game from Dorset up to Leicester, a 7.5 hour return journey, petrol fortune, meals, and so I'm guessing it's the same from Leicester up to Manchester. I would not want to see my players laughing at 3-0 down. If you don't like it, Facebook, you don't have to follow me. You don't have to be in the group. It's up to you. It's up to you. Whether I say whether he's been crappy or not. It's just that attitude, and I think that attitude stinks. And I hope Dean Smith or Craig Shakespeare or even John Terry take him aside and go, that wasn't acceptable. You need to apologise to the fans. That's all I'm saying. And that's what this show is about. It's called Life's a Pitch. It's the soapbox show. It's when I get on my soapbox. I've apologised to the fans that I've shouted at, but like I say, I'm not here to review his performance. I'm here to review his attitude. And his attitude stunk at that particular moment. And it's all over the press as well. No, because he can't be bothered to sign in, Jerry. If you sign in on Facebook, you can, but you can't see. And to be honest with you, I tend to ignore Facebooks anyway, unless they put the name at the end, then it doesn't do a thing for me. It isn't very good of him at all. As I say, I love Jamie Vardy to bits. Absolutely love him. Love his story. Love what he's done for Leicester. He is a true Leicester legend, which is probably, in fairness, why that hurts more. That is probably why. When you put somebody up on a pedestal, and they fall off, that hurts more. If that had been Tete, it would have been annoying. And I'd have still been mad at him there. But I love this guy. Absolutely love him to bits. Like I say, he deserves a statue. He deserves a film. His story is, I think, and call me biased, I think it is one of the best sporting stories ever. I very much think that he will be remembered, or should be remembered, a lot longer than Harry Kane is for what this guy has achieved. But I just don't agree with that, I'm afraid. But you've every right to disagree with me, and I know I shouted, but I do respect your opinions. If you're a Leicester fan, I totally respect what you are saying. That's it. That's all I wanted to say, if you pardon. We will be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for the match review, where we will be talking about the performance, which actually was better in the second half, and there are some green shoots of maybe revival there. We'll discuss that tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll be joined by Steve Lynex and Brad, and Brad will be rating the players, so that could be interesting. If it had been FaZe or something, the fans would be pissed. Exactly. No, I'm not. Chris, I'm not well, no. Yeah, they would be pissed. And they should be pissed that it's Vardy. They should be more pissed that it's Vardy because of what he means to the club, of what he means to the players. I know, but they've not just conceded a third goal in 20 minutes, Scott, have they? You know. Exactly, Chris. I don't think they should either. Like I say, I'm annoyed at this. I love the guy, love what he's done for the club, but come off at the end of the game and have a joke because the match is over. Have a joke then. Like I say, if I've just bollocked somebody off for not doing their sales, and 5:30 they leave the office and they're laughing and joking and going to the pub, great, get on with it. It's your time. But for that, from 9 till 5, if I'm telling you off, I don't expect you to come out and then immediately start laughing and joking about it. You wouldn't, I guess, Jerry. You wouldn't. But that's what I'm saying. I think it was if you've travelled all the way up there to support the team, I just think it's a bit of a shame. I think he's let himself down, and he's let the club down, and I think most of all, he's let the fans down. And it's out of character for him. It is out of character. He's shithousery, and we love it when he's shithousery to the opposition fans, and he does his eagle and points the scores out. But that hurt. That hurt, you know. But anyway, I will see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for the post-match reaction. Yeah, I liked what I saw at the weekend, apart from that. I will see you then. Thanks to everybody. Apologies for those I shouted at. And I will see you all, if you're still with me, tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Take care, guys. Have a good Sunday. And who's playing? Man United are playing Forest. Come on, Man United. Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.
These videos are so dreamy. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.